'Tis the season to be sneezy, fa la 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 la. Cough and hack your way to work, fa la 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 la. Everybody, I am Richard Vigorelli, your guide for everything Chinese medicine, all broken down so us Westerners can understand. Well, today, that song, and inspired by the thing going on outside with all the wind and the blowing and the fences and the trees and the leaves all falling down, I'm going to talk about a little thing called wind and what that means in Chinese medicine. Well, it's typically quite seasonal. You'll see wind come out in the spring and the fall, especially during changes of seasons. But what is it? It's just the stuff outside, isn't it? You know, that thing, right? Well, yes, that's what'll induce it. But wind in Chinese medicine is what we call things like colds, the flu, sudden stomach aches, stroke even is considered part of wind. Now there's two main kinds of wind. There is external wind and internal wind. I'm only talking right now about the external type of wind. External wind is something that happens suddenly to you because wind moves fast. There's no such thing as a slow wind. That's called a breeze, and it's still moving faster than usual. So, wind is sudden. 1 minute you're fine, the next minute you're hacking your lungs up and stuff's oozing out of your nose and you got a headache and all this stuff. So it's what a people that didn't have a microscope, that didn't have the ability to test for bacteria or viruses or even understand the concept of them, what they called a sudden infection. Now, wind can combine with several other pathogens. It can combine with heat. I talked about that before. You get a wind heat, you get, nose and throat. Oh, and I got a headache right here. My ears hurt. That's wind heat. Wind cold is, it's so cold in here. Dude, it's 75 degrees. Calm down. It's cold. Turn on the heater. No. I don't want the wind. Where's my scarf? It's actually why I'm wearing the scarf today. Because there's a big windstorm outside. I had to go out in it. And it's kind of stylish. Wind cold will also give you a stiff neck. Why? Because that is where wind cold enters. Wind cold enters right here. Notice where the scarf is. Wind heat enters here. So, think of wind cold as a crazy guy with a knife coming up behind you. Whereas wind heat is a wild animal scratching out your eyes. And you kind of get a basic idea of what's going on. Now, wind cold, the person doesn't like the cold because they have too much. 2. Wind cold is a lot of aches and pains in the body, specifically neck and shoulders. And the snot coming out of you that you're hacking up, if you got the cough with it, or it's just coming out of your nose, is usually white and or clear, and it's got bubbles in it. Now, if you've got wind heat, then there's really not any aches and pains anywhere. You just feel hot. You feel grumpy. You don't like the wind. You get alternating chills and fever. Same thing with wind cold. Wind cold is more chills, and wind heat is more fever. And the stuff coming out of you is usually yellow. If it's green, you're in trouble. You have a very serious infection and you need some pretty heavy-duty antibiotics. Now, the cool part is I actually have herbs that will treat that. There is a formula. Yes, imagine that. They figured that out a couple thousand years ago as to what to do with green snot coming out of your nose. Yeah, easy to fix. So, what else can wind combine with? Well, wind can combine with our old friend phlegm. Wind phlegm is what you call a stroke, because strokes come on suddenly. Yeah, you may have a little clot up in here or a nice little aneurysm just waiting to go, and all of a sudden it does. You don't know when it's going to happen. That's the wind portion. The phlegm portion is a okay, because the channels are now blocked. The phlegm is blocking up the channels. I will get to what channels are in a later broadcast. So chi and blood can't get to the area and nourish the tissue. If it can't do that, the tissue dies. When that happens, it sags. You drool. Your arm doesn't work. You can't walk. Okay? So, wind can also combine with dampness. When damp is that, oh, ow, oh, I'm creaky. Oh, ew, oh, oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, that's better. Oh, God, that hurt. That's wind damp. Now it can also combine with cold and heat again and produce even more symptoms. Well, me, being a medical professional, I know how to look for them, I know what they are, I know how to distinguish them, and I can get you better. So how do you prevent from getting wind? Well, first matter, quite stylish, wear a scarf. Keep the back of your neck covered. Second, don't eat too much spicy food. Especially if it's really windy and stormy outside. Don't go to the bar with your buddies. Have beer and hot wings. And wear shorts and a t-shirt and sandals when it's the middle of November and frozen water is falling out of the sky. And then wonder why you get sick and you're always cold. Well, one, dress for the season. Two, don't eat garbage. Also, go outside. Believe it or not, yes, going outside will expose you to wind, but that's the point. See, viruses are around us all the time. It's when we're going in and out of hot cold that we get the infections that we do, because our body's being yanked back and forth like this, and it just can't cope. So, also, when the season changes, change the way you eat. When the weather gets colder, stop eating the summer foods that are like watermelon, raw salad, anything that hasn't seen flames before it got to your plate. You shouldn't be eating that. You should be eating something warm, something mild, something nourishing, just not too nourishing. Also, I know it's the season. We just had Halloween. Limit your candy intake. I know it's an issue for me too. Love the chocolate. But still, if you're going to eat that, then you're just going to get meaningless calories. Your body's not going to have anything really to work with. So as a result, what I call the spleen, which, yes, I will get to later, can't change food into you, so it can't create good ways for your body to defend itself. So stuff gets in, and it makes your life miserable. And then you get the coughing, the sneezing, the hacking, the coughing, the aches, the pains, can't sleep at night, missing work because I gotta stay home. Now I'm gonna get fired because I got a cold and I didn't want to give it to anybody. Type of weekend. So, this has been Wind. I am Richard Vigorelli. I am your guide for everything Chinese medicine. If you are new to my channel, please do me a solid and hit that big red button below that says subscribe. Also, if you have any questions or would like me to do something for you in a medical way, please visit my website at vigintmed.com. Send me a message and I will get to you as soon as I possibly can. So I'll be back next time. I think I'll talk about an organ. That sounds like a good idea. I like talking about organs. So, you guys have a great day. Stay healthy. Don't let the wind get you. Wear your scarf. I will see you later.